What is up, guys? Started back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And it's been a long time. Let me tell you, it's been a long time since I did any kind of proper review. I'm sorry for leaving you guys without my voice for so long. For those of you that care, anyway. So yeah, I'm back at it. Let's talk about this figure. I've been expecting it for a while. I've been really wanting to mess with some MMC stuff, and then finally I got one. And you know, so here we go. This is their MMC reformatted R-47 Exitus warrior. But for me, he is IDW getaway. Traitorous bastard. So look at the tail of the box. Just the front of the box looks pretty good. Nice picture of the figure. Side of the box. And the back of the box, which you can kind of see how it looks. For the keen-eyed person, you can tell this is already a katos remold. But just how extensive, I'm not quite sure, because it's still in the box. So I'm going to go ahead and cut him out of here. And we're going to see what he's about. And after coming out of the box, comes with what you might expect. Your MMC instructions / comic book. Which instructions are pretty straightforward, especially if you have katos, which transformation is damn near the same. Except for a few little extra pieces that you have to fold back or flip over. Stuff like that. And here's a picture of Blades. It's going to be part of the Defense Sword crew, which I'm looking forward to as well. And you turn to the back, and then you get the comic book. As always, the artwork's pretty good. In this issue, we get to see Willie. So maybe MMC is going to do a Willie. I don't know. But here's a Cliff Jumper, and I'm not sure who that guy is in the back there. I see Blur in here as well, and Grimlock. So, yeah. Here's also, God, I'm drawing a blank. Skylinks, which I already have him. So. But yeah, you get your comic book, and you get your complimentary card, which is picture of Getaway. There's a bat. You can pause if you want to read the stats. And we got something in this that I did not expect. We actually got a secondary Chrome Dome and Rewind hand. The biggest difference in this version is Rewind's hands actually painted white. And we originally got the figure, both hands were painted kind of this tan brown, and that made some people upset, and they actually corrected it. So you know what, I might actually use the hand holding pose on the shelf now. So pretty cool. You get his blaster, which is, you know, nice enough. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's two-tone. It's black plastic with the tips are painted gray. No, excuse me. It's actually gray plastic and painted kind of a gunmetal black for the back part here, which looks pretty good in my opinion. You also get, well, it's not really an accessory, but you get like his back fins, similar to katos. Except it had to be plugged on. I get why I took them off, because, you know, in a box it wouldn't fit well. So, yeah. That's basically it for accessories. I'll talk about the figure. And here he is, straight out of box. Well, I'm lying, not straight out of box. While I took him out of the box, this flap up here was sticking all the way up. The little cap here, it's supposed to be folding down, so I had to untransform it a little bit to fold it down. And when I did that, I retransformed the chest back. Now, I got this side done, I think, perfectly. This side's giving me a little bit of a hassle here, and I just can't seem to get this little piece here tabbed in, as you can see. And it's pissing me off to no degree. It's probably my own human error, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna move on from it because it's annoying me. But what you want to do though, to get the full look, you want to come up top here and fold these little panels up, and on the swivel on top of the shoulder, just swing it over to get the full, you know, comic book look. You can do it on both sides. And I get why he came in the box like that, because it took up way too much room. And then you want to go back here and grab your fins and slide those in to complete the look. I'm on the right side. There we go. And let's see, get that one in. There we go. So that's Getaway. Alright, I have to say, off the bat, looks really good. They actually added more paint than the original katos mold had, so that's definitely a plus. And after having my katos customized by Input Reviews, I have to say I see the merit of having paint. I was usually one of those guys that says, "The hell with paint," you know, paint chips, which it does. but I think sometimes paint does look good. So I'm about to become an advocate for a little bit more paint on my figures. Not a whole lot, it's just enough. But just to look at the guy, he looks good. Got the IEW face sculpt down pat to the T. Just yeah, nice. Color scheme is right. Only thing missing is an Autobot symbol right there, which I'm definitely gonna put one on there. The face itself, like I said, looks great. Nice yellow paint for the visor. You know, and the little sides on. I can't see my finger. It's putter. The nice yellow paint for the visor. Although it looks kind of messy to a degree, but you know, from a distance, it's not too bad. Definitely could be a little cleaner. More yellow paint here on the side. Let's see here. His eyes are painted like a kind of a light blue, kind of squinty, which he is kind of a squinty-eyed bastard. But and more paint up here on top of the crest. All this right here is all paint. This is all paint here, red paint. Even down here, when I take my fan, I'm just gonna take my hands and just feel them down here. This feels like some red paint as well. I think it's colored plastic, I believe, but it's right here, definitely paint. Even from the back here, you with its silhouette. Oops, turn the camera up. Looks pretty good. Not mad at all. In fact, let's grab his gun to make sure he can hold that. He should though, because you know, Katos can hold his. So we'll put it in his hand, and he holds it rather well. Move it for right now. In terms of articulation, it's the exact same as Katos, but just for sake of argument, we'll go over some of it. For the arms, which I feel like that was the part of mold's weirdness. You can outstretch the arms. Oops, that came untabbed. You outstretch the arms like so, and you can get yourself a full 360. And you kind of gotta do that when doing 360s because it gets them way to back thin. As you can see, you get a bicep that bends all the way up. Most do the transformation, but you can rock it all the way up, which I like. Coming down, back down to the bicep, you can spin it around. Usually at the wrist, you almost get a full. Never mind, you can get a full 360, which is really good. Also get a swivel at the top of the bicep as well. Though not really needed, but you get a full 360 out of that as well. Coming back to the wrist here. Oops. You can spin that. It's kind of tight. But you can get a 360 out of that as well. So a lot of 360s in here. Open the hand up, all on single peg. There you go, with the one pointer finger. You can't move that finger individually, I don't believe. So there's that. Arms, using that special little hinge inside the arm, you can get all the way out like about that far. That's good. Same on the other side. Coming down to your waist. You can't get full 360 due to the cockpit glass right there, but I think that's more than enough. Coming to the legs, which is kind of a problem, but I'll show you why. Kick all the way out, and it's very tight, about that far. Knee bend, about as far as you can get. Come back to the leg, bring it down again, kicking it out, about as far as you get because of that piece of plastic right here. Now my problem with the legs are the same problem that Robinson or Katos had. When it comes to clicking out, if you look right here, the clicks are not so great because it's ratcheted. But you know, the best stance you can give them is A stance. I mean, you can mess around and give them better, more dynamic stances, but it's not optimal. And anyone who has Katos knows what I'm talking about. But coming back to the leg, you can spin it here at the thigh. It's about that much. Not full 360, but as far as it goes, I think that's about as much as anyone really needed, really. Coming down to the toe, you get left and right, about that much. I still wish they had corrected this piece right here and maybe cut it so it could bend up with the leg, give you more ankle tilt. You have a heel spur right here, which can be used, and the foot can bend down that much. Most do transformation, but you can bend it all the way down, which is good. So for the most part, yeah, that's basically all. That's articulation. I'm sure if anybody who's seen my review or seen reviews for Katos know that the articulation is going to be the same, but hey, I want to talk about it. So let's go ahead and put him right there. Let's bring in katos right here so you can kind of see how they look together. I think that looks pretty good. Not mad at that. I know on Pink for Life's channel, when he was doing a review for, I'm trying to think what it was. I believe it was Thesaurus. I had commented and said, I don't know how it came up, but I remember commenting in chat saying that, you know, if they do a getaway, I think the Rodimus mold here, katos, would be a good contender for that. And it makes me wonder, did MNC actually listen to me? Which if they did, good. At the same time, I kind of think to myself, maybe Getaway might have deserved his own mold. I don't know, but I think they do look. I think they do look really good. And you look in comic books, they are about the same height, similar build, the two. So I mean, for me, it does work. You know, I wish they had sorted out some more far leg stuff goes. Maybe even arms. I don't know. But without further ado, let's go get this man transformed. And I would show transformation, but trust me, it's the same as his. Trust me. And here he is, all transformed. Relatively the same. Like I said before, there are certain little fins of panels you gotta move differently, but the core transformation is the same as katos or Rodimus. Before I got him transformed, I couldn't help myself. I had to throw on a more than MCI Autobot symbol. So yeah, I think it just kind of completes the look. But yeah, alt mode, it's fine. I can't honestly remember what his alt mode looked like that much. If I can remember, I'll bring up a picture of it and maybe post it somewhere in here if I can remember to do that. But yeah, I think it looks good for what it is. Turn from the back here, you can kind of see that where the katos thing is, because I see the hands is kind of hanging out there. But given the color blue this is, which is a nice blue by the way, the hands are kind of hidden to a degree. You know, at least with all the blue mixed up. And let's see how it rolls. Not too bad. My surface is not the best to roll things on, but it looks good. All the paint comes through very well. I like the little orange stripe here on the wheels, which is cool. Still has that kind of cool Batman tumbler look to it, which is pretty cool. Let's see. If you grab his weapon here, you can plug it on top. So that's something you can do. I've never been a fan of that kind of stuff, but you know, someone for the gun to go right. Pull it off. For comparison, let's go ahead and bring in katos and Rodimus. Let's see how that looks. And let's see, pick the camera up. One is definitely longer than the other, only because the way the back shins fold out to make this nice cool point, while his doesn't have that. So you know, overall, you can look at both these guys, and you know, you can tell the same frame, but definitely a hard retool. And I think if you're gonna do a retool, you gotta come hard with it. You gotta really shake it up quite a bit. And to that regard, I'm not mad. Retool's pretty good. One other cool thing, similar to him, I love how they can take a robot that size and compress it down to something this size. To me, that's real transformation. That's real mass shift. Because you know, this is a fairly tall robot to have it just smash down. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get him transformed back and go into a here we are at final thought. And for me, it's kind of a mixed bag. On one hand, I'm glad we have a getaway, and the paint looks good. But on the bad side is, oh man, for me, it has too many faults. That the same thing that katos had. Now katos was fine for time, you know, because you know it's different time period. You know, we're in the age where we've already gotten MNC Optimus Prime, and I won't lie. I mean, I'm kind of wanting things more articulate like that now. The mold itself it just seems a bit out of date to me now, but it does look the part. I mean, it really does. But I kind of wish I had a little bit more going on now. I wish I had a little bit of ab crunch. I wish that the arms were a little bit better designed, especially with this whole thing here with the hinges that had to connect inside of here. You know, I'm having a hard time kind of getting them adjusted right, and just kind of pissing me off a little bit. But yeah, I think the mold does the trick overall. I mean, shit, I don't want to sound like I just hate this thing. I don't hate it. I actually like it. but I wish I could love it instead of just like it, if that makes sense. So in terms of recommendations, if you want a IAW getaway, this is your this basically is your only real true option. And for the price, I say go for it. Yeah, I say still go for it. Maybe one day this getaway maybe be revisited. I kind of doubt it, but it'd be nice. But yeah, if you're in for the IAW version of the character, pick it up. If you're not, I guess it'd be easy pass. But that's basically how I feel about it. Except for I don't hate it. I just wish I loved it instead of just liking it. So yeah, before I get out of here, let me rep my people as I always do. Check out my fellow Decepticons. That's Katos Kollection, Enewtabie, and Larkin's Lair. I have a link down below, as usual, as I always do. Also, check out 3 Live Stream, and check out my homeboy Marcos M3 Reviews. As far as 3 Live Stream goes, we haven't done too much anything together lately, and it's probably mostly my fault because I've been working a whole lot. But Pack has been doing some cool toy hunts and giving out some cool toys to people who generally have nostalgia for some cool toys. Check him out. In fact, check out everybody I just said. Trust me, you won't regret it. And for my own shameless plug, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for subscribing. I know it's been a hot minute since I put out a review, or I will call it a true review, in a while. So thank you guys for still staying subscribed, watching my older videos. Thank you guys for that came in and subscribed, even when I had a time period where I wasn't really putting out anything new. I appreciate you all. I truly do from my heart. This has been Sardo Nunspa, also known as the Black Gentleman, out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures. Until next time, peace out.